What's up, everybody? Welcome to another match, round one of the Super Mario 64 Bingo Tournament. My name is Mini Corey. I'm here casting with our co-host Paracusia. Para, how you doing today?
Yo, I'm good.
That's
Very
good.
excited.
Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We've gotten 3 bingo matches today, so a nice full day of bingo. So it's going to be pretty awesome. We have our third one starting pretty soon here. I believe we have both of our runners on the call here. Rigby, are you around?
Yeah,
How you feeling,
hello.
man?
I'm feeling kind of nervous, not gonna lie, but I've been practicing for about a month, so.
Oh wow, that's
I
I think that's more than most of our players have done for this tournament. So
yeah,
you should be feeling pretty good.
I've learned some things, so maybe I could use it.
Awesome. And Odme, are you in here as well?
Yeah, I just went live. Hi.
Awesome. No worries. How are you feeling about the race you're about to participate in?
Well, I'm mainly focusing more on the Odyssey tournament because obviously that's like my main game. But
Yeah.
I did some about a week worth of bingos with some people, including Rigby, who I think I beat like once, and then he's beat me every other time.
Okay.
But it'll be interesting to see how this goes because we have some similar PBs and like 70 star and whatever. Rigby, do you have a 120 PB?
He's not sure. Apparently, yeah. No, we're not. Yeah. No, I think we're noticing that a lot in the. Yeah. I think we're noticing that a lot in the tournament. Even some of the seeds that might be more spread out, there's still a pretty close skill level across all the players. So even in round one, where some of the matches are supposed to be more skewed in terms of skill, we're seeing some pretty close matches. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, I should be ready now because it looks like I'm live.
Awesome. I think we're both ready. I think we're ready on the stream side as well.
Is the countdown gonna be in Discord or Bingo Sync?
I believe it'll be in Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be getting it in Discord DM.
All right. Hope you guys are ready for some hot Wii U VC gameplay.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, I'm excited.
With the colors.
Best version.
Okay, yeah. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. All right, yeah, I think we're gonna be ready here. So if you guys want to pop out of this call and prepare yourselves, get some bingo.
Good luck, Rigby.
Good luck to you too.
All right, good luck to both of you. All right. Should be a pretty exciting match. It's cool to know that they've raced before and that they've had different results multiple times throughout the races.
Yeah, it's really good. I really like the idea of a bingo tournament just purely because it doesn't rely purely on skill. There's a lot of chances for upsets.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a very sort of exciting thing to think about.
Yep. Should be getting going here pretty soon. See the timers reset. I think we'll be getting a countdown here. How are we feeling on the chat though? We got clocks. I see a few a little while ago. I feel like I need to see more. Getting going here.
Yeah, get some clocks, get some GLs, get whatever other emotes there are.
Your selection out of our 3 sub emotes here. Okay, I see gameplay started on me, but not from Rigby, so I'm not 100% sure what's happening here, but I think we're getting it sorted out though. We should be starting pretty soon. So Para, you're also participating in this bingo tournament, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I am.
You're
I decided to
seed,
join
right?
pretty late. Yeah, second seed. That's it.
Awesome. So your match isn't going to be until round 2, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, because I have a bye round 1.
Yeah, that makes sense. Awesome.
Yeah, we have
Odme
starting off.
Odme's starting. Okay, we're restarting. All right. Didn't get Lackey skip. Wants to start over. Makes sense. You know, we got to give it another go here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Rigby.
I think we're just having a few stream issues. I do see that both players have seen the card, but they've been seeing it the same amount of time, so I think we'll be okay. I don't know if we'll be getting a new card or not. It shouldn't be a huge issue either way. But yeah, Para, I saw you were doing some bingos the other night as well, and you got, I think, a 26 on one of them, right?
Yes, I did get a 26. I got a 26 with a very, very broken column. So
yeah. Well, it's definitely,
I don't do a lot of bingos, so
right.
You know, it was just a bit of practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't planning to join this tournament, but you know, it's I just want to be involved sort of with the community.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's awesome.
I'm not
the
really in
community
it for the
stuff
win.
that- yeah. I don't know. I think you'll have a good run, especially if you're able to. Even with a busted column, you still need a little bit of game knowledge and a lot of skill to pull a 26 out. So
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we've got Rigby on stream now.
okay, yeah,
He's
looks like his
in the
stream-
intro. We got Odme who has got
I'm
bomb
still
clip.
going strong.
Yeah, he's very far ahead now.
I think he might be missing the messages that we're restarting, and he's already worked out everything he's going to be doing here. Rigby's also running. All right, a little bit of practice going on in the race right now. Technical difficulties. It should be fine though. Okay, Rigby has word that we've restarted. We'll see if Odme takes a little bit of a break here. He's still going at it.
Yeah, maybe he's just like shut out everything.
He's just in
to
the zone.
focus.
I have done that before, and I did it yesterday in the relay. As soon as my segment came up, I just like closed everything and tried to focus on the game. So I can imagine sometimes that happens, and if somebody tries to contact you, you don't really have a way to know. So we might watch Odme do an entire bingo here and then realize that we haven't started. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Should be good though.
I'm kind of interested what row they're going for, or what they would have gone for with this card, because it's
interesting.
yeah. me not being experienced with bingo, I don't really know what a good row or column is.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
So
all right.
it'll be interesting for me.
Yeah. I don't want to say too much yet, but Per and I we have seen the card, so we have a little bit of knowledge that we can start talking about once the race has begun. We don't want to say too much, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, one recurring theme just in all of bingo is, you can be a really good player, but if you can't pick a good row or a good line, then you can just set yourself up for failure from the beginning. And there's some cards that have some deceptive skills or deceptive tasks, but.
So here we go. The card is being reset.
All right.
Looking like we're gonna start soon.
I'm gonna take a peek ski at this new card. Yeah, so we are getting a new card. We are getting reset up here. Apologies for the delay. Should be fine. Should be getting going very soon here. Despite any issues though, shout outs to GSA for running these tournaments. They've been doing an incredible job, especially compared to tournaments that the community has tried to run in the past. Overall, this has been way more professional and just way easier for, I think, everybody involved than some other tournaments that we've seen. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll be revealing the card soon. I guess after they start.
Yep.
Looking like Odme jumping the gun again.
Yeah. Really wants to get a head start on this race, All right, we're just working out some logistics with the two streams, but the players are ready to race. The card is ready. Is the chat ready to view another bingo race? I hope you guys have enjoyed the other races that we've done today. They have started. Okay. I'm still waiting for a visual on this, but I think we'll see it very soon. I think Rigby might just be taking his time, making sure he knows what Lakitu says, reading all the text.
Yeah, absolutely. Apparently, we've got a huge delay for Rigby, so I think we're just sorting that out.
It makes sense. You're doing a bingo race. Your opponent might be watching. You don't want to give away any strats, so you could just set a giant delay on your stream. All right. Sounds like our players are underway. We have just paused the Odme feed so that they're synced up. The players are actually running right now. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Awesome. So going through the intro, I think we'll get a peek at the card on stream here in just a few seconds. There it is. Awesome. Okay. So we've had a few seconds to look at this, and there's a few things that stick out to me that might be worthwhile. Is there anything that's popping out at you when you first see this card?
So, not really. I
No?
mean, there are a couple like fast, sort of goals that I can see.
Yeah, absolutely.
That can very very well tie in with other stages as well. I'm just not sure how well. Like
Definitely.
for example, cap stage stars. Obviously, wing cap is a very fast star, and also vanish cap.
Mhm.
A lot of bingo cards will require you to get vanish cap.
Definitely.
So
Yeah, I do also
that's
notice
always
a reach the
Sorry.
castle roof task on the board, which looks like neither player is going for. I did kind of wonder about column 4 here. It seems like it could be a pretty quick one if you make sure to get that castle roof. That's always a kind of a free task to go for if it's row or column makes sense. Another really fast one that you can get early on is the all-stars and womps. It's so easy just to grab all of them while you're going, and don't go too far out of your way.
Yeah, lobby is any goals in lobby are pretty overpowered.
Same with Beat the King and DOB is another good one to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, I was thinking probably maybe not JRB, but all the other stars. I know JRB is like one of the longest stages in
Definitely,
120 stars, so I know definitely to avoid like not JRB in general, just having to grab all the stars.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, so starting off right at the beginning, Rigby looks like he did get bomb clip. Odme did not. He had to pound the pole, let the chain chomp take care of it. Not a huge time loss in the course over a whole bingo, so shouldn't make a huge difference here. Rigby is heading into Womp's Fortress. We'll see what star he goes for first here. If he's going for 100 coin, or it looks like 140 here, that's a pretty good sign of what he might be going for. That makes me think he might be leaning towards something like row 3 or column 4. Odme, on the other hand, it looks like he's going up to beat the Bomb King. It's actually already marked it. I think because our streams are a little bit delayed, you might see tasks pop up a little bit before players do them, but it shouldn't be a huge issue. Actually might help us out a little bit because we'll know what they're going for.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that he's going to be going for column 4, so I'm going to assume he's gone for the row instead.
Not a fan of column 4?
Just purely for the fact that they didn't go to the castle roof.
That's a good point. I would hope that if they're doing that column, they would have noticed that task by the time they went inside, but sometimes you just miss a task entirely on the board until you realize it's worth doing. But I do think it's fair that, yeah, that definitely points you towards row 3. And I think row 3 is a pretty strong one. One thing we noticed in bingos is there's 2 tasks that seem similar, which are all stars, or star number 1 from each stage, or at least 1 star from each stage. And they seem like the same thing, but they're actually like a huge difference. I believe some people have done some math, and it's like if you do star number 1 versus the fastest star in each stage, it's like a 2.5 minute difference. So the star number 1 from each stage is a pretty decent task to go for, or at least 1 star from each stage is a pretty decent task to go for. Star number 1 from each stage is definitely one you should try to avoid if you can.
Yeah, Rigby getting bad RNG there, having to jump down for the blue coin. It's not that big of a deal since he has to grab a bunch of coins anyway.
Yeah. Does time that blue coin popping out with the star grab, which is pretty nice. So Odme also going for the Island Hop star in BOB, which makes me think that he might be going for row 5 here, because it has 3 stars from 6 stages. A little bit of synergy in that row, because there's a 3 stars from JRB and BBH, so you're really getting 3 stars from kind of fewer stages for that test specifically. So, could be a worthwhile row. I'm not super sure. We'll have to wait and kind of see. Rigby closing out his 140 coins here.
I can definitely see the potential in that row, for sure.
Yeah. Alright, so Rigby has completed 140 from 1 stage. And I think we'll see him stay in Womps for a little while and get all of them. I think you're correct about row 3 here. You know, I haven't been able to witness every race that we've done, but the ones that I have watched, I have not seen a race where both players went for the same line in a race. It's kind of interesting. I see that a lot.
I think that's good. It's very dynamic. That's a good thing about bingo. Like you're always
absolutely
sort of going to be seeing different things from each runner.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there are some things that some players are just better at than others, and it's sometimes not even wrong. But like, even though they chose different lines, neither of them are wrong there. Like, they both just might be better at certain things, and it makes a line worthwhile.
Yeah, definitely. Like for example, like I would lean towards something like SSL if I were to do a bingo because that's what I practice the most.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's very nice.
Definitely. Rigby going for texture setup here. Looks good. Ooh, not quite.
Yeah, Rigby a little bit too far to the right on the texture.
Yeah, I see that now on the replay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's all right though. He can still grab Wild Blue as a backup. Just try to get it the second time. Not a huge loss. Especially not taking the time to do the full setup and then missing only the texture setup. I hear talk of column 1. I think that's you know, if you're doing a blackout and you need to get every task, it's probably worth doing column 1. But in any other situation, I'm not certain about that.
Odme heading over to JLB.
Yeah, so that definitely does point him in the row 5 direction here.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see. Just staring the C straight on Virtual Console, no lag whatsoever. Looking it dead in the face.
Yeah, Wii U especially. I feel like it would feel kind of weird going from. Well, I know this from personal experience, like going from a laggy JRB to a non-laggy JRB.
Yeah, it's like turbo mode. You're almost not ready for it.
Yeah,
Didn't
definitely.
go far enough away from the eel.
Yeah, I see a lot of new runners make this mistake. They don't go far enough.
Yeah, there's a little trick you can do, and you actually, if you caught it, Odme did. I don't know if he used the trick or not, but if you swim up the angle he's swimming at, as soon as you see that rock spawn in the wall, that's a good time to turn around, and the eel will be running away. And he did swim far enough the second time there. Okay, he does know the chest order. That's always good. Good game knowledge there.
Yeah, I know Odme has a lot of game knowledge, so
that's good.
Yeah, and apparently Rigby does a lot of bingo too, so that's
good. Yeah, he's been practicing for a month, which I would not be nervous if I was doing bingos for a month before this tournament. I'd be feeling really good, especially round 1.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll
Maybe
see.
Rigby wants to go for the win.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping and expecting a few upsets throughout this tournament. There's some players that, because the tournament was seeded based off their 120 PB and not off like previous bingos or anything like that or previous tournaments, I think there's some players that were seeded lower than they should have been. And so it'll be exciting to see some maybe lesser known players take out some more known players just because of their game knowledge and bingo expertise. Right,
yeah, Rigby going to JRB?
Needs to get 1 star, so...
Oh, 1 star from each stage, yeah, indeed. Thought he might have been going for column 1 instead of row 3.
Yeah.
JRB looks very different on Wii U. It's a lot darker, I guess.
Darker than even normal VC?
Yeah, it seems like it's I don't know. Help me out here. It seems more like the blacks sort of like pop out more.
I stare at it, the darker it's getting. Like I don't know if it's the cave or what. I think I see, like it sucks you in, just like turns to blackness. So yeah, even Wii U VC, I didn't know that. So is he playing with? Do you know if he's playing with just the regular Wii U Pro controller?
Yeah, I think that's his only option, I believe.
Wow.
As far as I know.
Yeah, I've tried playing with that, and I've also just tried playing on Wii U in general. There's an insane amount of input lag. I don't know how you even swim with that or anything. Like, it's incredible. But even just because the controller, the way the analog stick is, you can have a lot of trouble with things like camless setup and whatnot.
Yeah, Rigby almost taking a little tumble there down the CCM.
Yeah, a little bit, but it looks like he's doing all right now. Oh, that was
against the invisible wall. Yeah, that's an annoying invisible wall because you just lose all of your speed.
Yeah, you have to run all the way back to the
edge. Oh, Odme falling off Dark World.
Yikes.
Definitely know how that feels.
Yep. Not the time loss you want to have in your run. Going for reds here. He does need all 3 Bowser stage red coins. Another thing about Odme's row that he needs to make sure to not miss is the Vanish Cap. Getting all stars in Snowman's Land does mean you need to get into the Igloo Star. And nothing else in his row requires getting that secret star, but it is required for that one. So
yeah,
I'm sure
it'll be interesting to see if he gets the red coins or not in the Vanish Cap, because I don't even know what a Vanish Cap without red coins looks like. So I'd be interested.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's definitely faster, and he doesn't really need stars for anything else, so it is worth doing. And it's something you can definitely improvise pretty easily. You just kind of run forward at the beginning and jump over the ledge early, and you still end up kind of getting the rest of the red coins. But... All right, good second try Dark World by Odme here. Go and get some Bowser throws. Looks like Rigby's opting to get his second 140 in CCM, which is a good choice. CCM has quite a few coins, and they're all kind of clustered together, so shouldn't be too bad. I think he's deciding where to go here for the rest of them, though. He's not sure. All right, changing his mind, going back this way. Sometimes you kind of have that half knowledge where you know this is a good stage for 140, but you maybe don't know why, so you don't know where to go. Yeah, looks like he's going back into a few coins.
Yeah, this is where something like all coins would come in handy, or even like non-stop. This movement here, I know this is utilized in non-stop.
Yep.
Where you get the coins down near where wall kicks will work is.
Yeah, exactly. Spin drift here.
I feel like it would have been faster to end on that, but obviously not everyone has that knowledge. Not everyone's watching Luna jump do non-stop 70.
Oh no! That is not the spill you want to be taking.
So he had so many coins too.
Oh man, yeah, I think he was at 120 something there. That's going to be a big time loss. That is rough. So just starting over from the beginning here. Looks like he's going for the Penguin Star maybe. A little bit of hiccups running up the edge here, but yeah, it's hard to say. These two rows are very different. So even despite time losses from both players, I don't really know who's ahead here. I want to say that row 3 is going to be a faster one overall, but time will tell.
both runners are messing up the movement to the little penguin. It can be a little tricky.
It's definitely one that if you miss it a little bit, then you kind of get stuck in this rut of like you keep kicking on the wall or bonking on something. And
yeah, or like you keep missing your punch on the penguin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you dive after it or something stupid. All right. So, Odme getting, I think, his last star in CCM now. CCM's a good one to get 3 in pretty quick. You can get 3 in some 16-star routes, so.
Yeah, you have the wall kicks will work, the slide, and the little penguin.
Absolutely, yeah.
CCM is such a quick stage.
Yeah, it really is. So Rigby didn't go back into CCM for the 140. I don't know if he just saving it for later, gonna give another stage a shot that maybe he's more familiar with.
Yeah, I don't know how many coins are in SSL, but he might go for SSL. I don't know.
Question.
Yeah, I'm not knowledgeable in this subject. I don't know how many coins are in each stage.
I don't want to spit out a number and be wrong, but I know that if you're going for 140, even if it's possible in SSL, that usually isn't one that you do.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see what he decides. He does have the option to do it in Wet Dry World later. That's one of my favorite ones to do it in. That one's a pretty intuitive one, I think, because you kind of just combine the two 100 coin routes that you might already be familiar with, and you end up with around 140. So
yeah,
he needs to get a star there anyway, so he could just end on the red coin star, and or even just exit course after getting the. Well, he doesn't want to exit course after the 100 because he'll finish with 140. So.
Okay, I'll be heading over to Vanish Cup.
Okay, good. So, I didn't expect him to forget it, but it was just something to keep in mind when you pick an All Stars and Snowman's task, that it's kind of an 8-star task, not 7.
He will get red coins though, as far as I know.
Yeah. Kind of interesting because I would assume he's going to pick some basement stages to get 3 stars in, and he still has to get 3 stars in BBH, so he's not missing stars to spawn MIPS or anything. So, not really necessary to get these reds, but sometimes you just do what you're familiar with. You don't want to try to make up some movement for non-red coins and mess it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Looks like he's just running through and not collecting all of them, though. See if he does the exit course skip here. Looks like he's going to try it. Oh, okay. Not a huge time loss at all. Just one text box. Rigby does get it with the wing cap, though. Good bit of game knowledge that you don't really make use of in regular categories. You do in non-stop, though.
Both runners heading to BBH, so it's kind of interesting how they almost sync up a little bit.
Yeah,
here,
yeah, they were doing CCM at
completely
the same
different routes.
time. Yeah. It's kind of weird. Alright, well, I'm not really sure who's ahead. I'm curious if the chat has any thoughts as to who they think is in the lead here, or who might end up taking this game. I'm pretty confident that we're going to see a game 3, or 3 games in this set, though. I think these players are pretty close in skill level, just from what I'm seeing.
That fall from Rigby and CCM was very... that was a big time loss. I think Odme may be ahead right now.
Yeah, that's fair. It was a big one, but definitely larger than the Death and Dark World that Odme saw. Yeah, we can see that Odme has, in real time, completed his BBH finish, but we're just watching it a little bit delayed. Rigby going for SSL 100 now. There's actually a pretty sweet route with this that you can do, specifically if you have 2 tasks he has, which is only needing 1 star here and doing 100, where you kind of just end around the secret star, but you don't spawn the secret, you grab the 100 coin, and then you just die, and then you can pop out and run into LOL. We'll see if he knows to do that. Paracusa revving up his engine.
Sorry, can you hear that?
Yeah, just no, you're fine.
I'll close my window. There's been a lot of noise, like, I think there's like a demolition happening.
I think there's some parties. People are watching these GSA races. Oh, missing a red coin for Rigby. Doesn't really need it. You can grab some other red coins elsewhere. See if you can grab that one. Perfect. Odme grabbing, I believe, his last star in BBH now. Any stars in basement are good, or any stages in basement are good for getting 3 stars in. SSL is the only one I'd avoid if you're not familiar with Pillarless. I'm not sure if Odme is or not.
Yeah, you notice Rigby, they're struggling a bit around that tornado. One
Right
thing to note
tornado.
in SSL is that tornado will spawn no matter what star you have selected. Hopefully he doesn't lose the blue coin. That would be
Yeah, the other tornadoes spawn based on your star selection, but that one is always there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, doesn't have his wing cap anymore. Don't think he really needs it. Okay, he's getting it anyway. I think there's 2 more red coins he could grab. But I don't think he's going for 140 here, so yeah. Definitely easier to maneuver around the pyramid when you have the wing cap, so I don't blame him. Oh, and he still needs to grab that last pillar, so definitely worthwhile grabbing the wing cap here, right?
Yeah. What's up, Pack?
How's it going, Pack?
I'm me getting a nice little MIPS clip here. Oh, putting it through the door. I haven't seen that strat in a long time, actually.
I missed it. Did he do the dive at MIPS strat and bonk into the...
No, he grabbed a MIPS through the door, but then just like dropped him.
Oh, okay.
It dropped the fucking rabbit through the door.
Yeah,
I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, you're right. I know which one you're talking about. Didn't end up losing MIPS in the fire sea door. It's never something you want to have happen in a race. Especially in bingo, if you don't do your saves correctly, you can run into a horrible situation where you grab the MIPS star and then mess up MIPS clip so bad that he's gone and you can't make him respawn. It's kind of a big...
Now Rigby, yeah, he definitely avoided that last secret, so he's not going to spawn the star there.
Yeah, it looks like he knows what he's doing. He's going to grab these blue coins, probably kill 3 Goombas. And then he doesn't need lives or anything, so it would be good to just hop into one of those quicksand portals and pop his way out of there. Make sure he doesn't jump for this star.
It'll be interesting to see where he's going to get the next 140 coins.
I'm leaning towards Wet Dry World. I think that's just kind of the next easiest one. What's nice is he's going in every stage anyway, so he has a lot of options. He doesn't go too far out of the way for any of them. I think the top 3 for getting 140 are Womps, CCM, and Wet Dry World, so he can make his pick out of those where he chose Womps and chose not to do CCM. Going for red coins here in LOL. I think if you're fast enough, the wing cap star is a little bit faster, but it's maybe a second. It's not anything big at all.
Yeah, reds, it's 14 seconds, yeah, but the wing cap is like 11 seconds.
Yeah.
I think it's just whatever you use.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yep. Rigby almost running for Toad, realizing he doesn't need it. Getting out of there, hopping into HMC. Right, just gonna pop in, get 1 star here, and then head over to DDD, where you will likely see him doing 100 with the sub-star. You should get 140 in Dark World. Unique thought, it is possible. It's not allowed in bingo though. The rule for the bingo 140 is that you have to get 140 coins and collect a star so that it shows up on your score sheet. So you can't see it there. Because he got an BBH star. I'm actually not 100% on Rigby getting a BBH star yet. No, Odme has gotten his 3 from there.
I know they were both in BBH, so...
They were? Okay. I must have just blacked out during that moment.
Yeah, because I mentioned that they were both almost synced up at BBH.
Yeah.
It's looking like Odme must have missed it, right?
He did. He was running really close to that edge. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
That was a little sketchy. Doing some
bit
flips.
of a monkey ass.
Yeah, that was a little scary. Yeah, it looks like Rigby is going for 100, which he needs, so that makes sense. I'm sure he'll finish off with sub-star. Don't get sucked into the whirlpool there. Made it out. DD 100 can definitely be a stressful star, whether you're in 120 or in bingo. I'm sure he'll be able to pull it out here.
It's very laggy and swimming is hard and there's not a lot of coins. It's a very rough star. And yeah, he misses a coin there. He'll need that one.
One of those, yeah. There is a line of 5 coins in the other area here. I guess he's gonna end up getting that. I'm not sure he knows that he needs both of those, so we might see him scrambling for some coins.
So with DDD 100, the minimum amount of coins you need is 41 in the tunnel.
Right.
So he is missing one, but I guess he can get the line of 5.
I think he is going for it. Yeah. So a nice thing about this, I don't know if it's gonna end up being fast or not, but he can get these, and then he ends up not needing to get all 8 reds. So he's gonna skip a star spawn animation.
Oh yeah. He won't have to get the hard reds.
Right.
That one hard red.
Oh, any of the hard ones. You're right. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. If you don't need it, you can just skip the triple jump dive and skip some of the wall kicks.
I wouldn't have thought about that. Yeah, that was a good idea.
I think he might be doing all this potentially. He's big braining over here. We're thinking he's missing coins, and he's like on the next level of bingo strats here. This is really good. Yeah, that's awesome. Omni going into Snowman's Land, so he has 3 stars here. I'm not certain which other stars he's gotten, or other stages he's gotten 3 stars in. Trying to watch 2 players. What's good, Rocks? And Corey in the apartment. Yeah, last time I casted one of these matches, I was actually at work. I was emergency requested to cast a match, and I grabbed a meeting room and went in there and helped commentate a match.
That's cool. Yeah, he missed the triple jump dive. My fears have been realized.
Yeah, but that's the one he could skip.
It's not easy.
So.
He needs the blues. He needs to do.
Oh, you still need to get over. Yeah. There's some. Unless you want to opt for harder movement. Yeah, that's a good point.
There are other strats to get to that blue coin platform.
Not anything you really want to find yourself doing.
Yeah, they're really jank.
Yeah. It's at second try. That's good. A little bit of a weird camera at the spot if you're not familiar with it.
Yeah, the one thing to note about that triple jump dive is delaying the dive is usually better because I think I can't remember how it works, but I think you might go further if you delay the dive.
Yeah, you mean just delay it by just a couple frames right after your jump?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're correct there. It just grabs it. Yeah, perfect. Awesome.
Rigby not doing bad after that fall, which is nice.
Yeah, on me spawning the one on the coin star in a unique location, using the tree to slow down. Yeah, Rigby has a lot of stages that he needs to pop into, and Odme already has his 3 from 6, so I think Odme might be pulling out a quick win here. The 140 in CCM definitely cost Rigby some time, but... So, if we remember from our pre-race interview, I think if Odme ends up taking this will be only the second time that he's beat Rigby in a bingo, so you should be excited about that.
Oh wow, yeah.
But if he wants to win the match, he's got to beat him a 3rd time in his life. So second time in the best of 3 here. So we are far from over. Solar Raker, the seeds are on the stream. Odme's 25th seed in the tournament, Rigby is 40. Those seeds were based off of 120 star PBs, or if players didn't have one, and they were based off of other PBs they had, like 70.
Yeah, if you want to see all of the seeds though, on the bracket, the numbers next to the names will be the seed.
Yeah, and that bracket was just linked in the chat there. You can see everybody's. And
I've been struggling to get to the Vanish Cap.
Yeah, taking some time there, killing the spin drift. Going the long way to the star, but he makes it.
Yeah, the scenic route.
That it's definitely worse on N64 because some of the weird lag and stuff in there, but just the camera angles inside of the igloo and the direction Mario runs when you hold directions on analog take a while to get used to.
I've definitely been lost in the igloo before, so
you're staring at the star, you hold up, and Mario's like running to the right, curving around for some. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but second try igloo star, not bad at all. He's closed out Snowman, so he's just got to do some BLJs and then get bits with red coins. So, oh, he's just closed out on the board. I think he's grabbing his last one now. Oh, 2 more. Okay, we have a bit of a delay then, more than I expected. Not too bad. Doing some kicks, getting over, just getting the box star here. Oh, taking a spill into the chilly water.
That's a very common mistake. You'll see that very often from pretty much everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lucky there's not that bad of a backup for it.
Definitely. Yeah, it's really easy. You want to almost hold back on that triple jump so that you slide and can jump over that area quicker.
Yeah, Rigby trying to get that triple jump dive, falling again.
Rough. There's triple jump.
Definitely noticed the backup.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. Okay, he got there. Yeah, you kind of want to hold back on that second wall kick so you don't get a fake ledge grab. Okay. Wants to get some practice in for this one. Make sure he knows how to do it.
Yeah, this is rough. I can definitely say that getting up to that is not as easy as it looks.
The fence really gets in your way. It's just kind of an awkward angle, and you want to dodge the water level changer. He's trying to move the camera here, but he's not in Mario Cam, so it's not going to budge. Yeah, you got it that time. Dodge the water level. It looks like we are correct that he's going for 140 in Wet Dry World here. I think it's pretty worthwhile. Did he already kill that Skeeter, or did I just miss?
He killed it, yeah. He slide kicked down.
Awesome. Oh yeah, he jumped on it. All right, Odme getting his first BLJ, heading to the endless stairs. There's a chance he warps into Wet Dry World a few times. Dies in bits.
It's not looking likely with this angle.
A lot of things can happen, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I still wouldn't say this race is too far. There might be a gap in terms of time, but in terms of things that went wrong and whatnot, both players are just a few mistakes from this race going the other way. So I still am expecting a game 3. I'll be rooting for Rigby in game 2.
Yeah, game 3 would be nice.
Whatever gives us more bingo, really. right, let's swim it down. Yeah, I think you're right, Solar. This board's a little awkward, and it seems like every row has something that might go wrong in it. Oh, on me taking a spill in bits. My predictions might be coming true. We'll see. Yeah, Rigby still has what, 5 stages to go through after this, so he's got a little bit of star grabbing to get. Now, I mean, every one of those stages has a quick star he can get, but it's just a lot of course entry to wait for. Oh, that was really interesting. Did you see what those coins did there?
Yeah, they just sort of stayed.
They were all on the ground immediately. I have not seen that before. That was really strange. I wonder if that's something to do with the water. Or...
Yeah, it might be a strange interaction, or it might just be an RNG pushing them down.
I don't think coins.
I've definitely seen money bags do that as well.
Really? I wonder what does that. That was really weird. All right, he's gonna have to do this triple jump again. You can jump off this wall. Okay, he's deciding where to go here. You do need the coins on top of that building. However, you decide to get up there. All right.
Bad angle again.
Another weird angle, but he recognized it this time. That's good. Oh no.
We got chokes from both runners right now.
Yeah. Let me grab the 7th coin. This is just a good example of if you don't have a 120 PB, bingos are good, but there's just some random things that you just sometimes don't know how to do. You might have seen it a million times, but if you haven't done the inputs and never practiced them a bunch, it can be a little awkward. I think Wedge Rival Downtown is definitely a place that's not easy to navigate if you haven't done it a bunch of times. Right, Odme grabbing his last star. Gonna go in and start doing some Bowser throws. A little bit of choppiness on the Rigby stream, but we'll get it sorted out. J-Mill still voting on Rigby here. Still rooting for him. Yeah, anything can happen.
It's not looking like he has much of a chance there, but maybe next race.
Maybe, definitely. All right, Ogme nailing all 3 throws. Just gonna talk to Bowser here. All right, that was a pretty fun first race. I really liked that board actually. These are some cool lines to see.
Yeah.
All right, looks like Odme is gonna take this one, but this is a best of 3. There's at least one more match gonna happen here. We have not yet crowned a winner of this race.
Yeah, the thing is, with this tournament is we don't wait for the other runner to finish. We actually move on to the next race straight away.
Yeah,
so
we'll finish out whatever the last one is, but I think as soon as Rigby gets word that the race is over, we'll get going on the second one. We don't want too much downtime for you guys. We got to keep serving out the bingo race action. Right. We are familiar. We are known that the race is over. All right. Looks like Odme's going to be taking a short break. Collect himself. Probably going to go celebrate a little bit. Just beat Rigby for the 2nd time. Tally on his chalkboard, you know. Sometimes you get that game won, but you need a second to collect yourself and know what your game plan is. Make sure you still can keep it together. I'm gonna take a peek at this next card and see what might be happening here.
And it's all thanks to you.
New bingo, new race. Sometimes it's hard doing another one immediately after. You get so locked into what you needed to do for the first one that you can't really clear your head and look at a fresh card the right way.
Yeah.
So,
Let's bake a delicious cake.
see what they're
For Mario.
gonna end up choosing. But yeah, Ami's taking a short break. Rigby closing out his run. Well, stopping his run.
Mario.
Yeah.
So what are the tournaments we got going? So we got we've got the Odyssey one, and we've got the 120-star relay, right?
Yeah, we do. 120-star relay is closing up very soon. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow we have the second semifinals match between Team D and Team Ouija. And then the winner of that will face off in the finals against Fantax. And that tournament has a $700 prize pool. So there's kind of a lot on the line for those races. And
yeah, that is really exciting.
Throughout the entire relay, all of the races, they've all been pretty close. Every team has gotten some pretty good collective 120-star times, especially as we're going down to the best two teams. I have no clue who's going to win that one. Anything could happen. So I'm very excited for that. Should be really good.
Yeah, definitely. I think the final race will be like the grand final will be it'll be a banger. Honestly, it'll be so good.
Absolutely, I'm super excited to watch that. All right, looks like we're gonna run a quick ad here. But for those of you with ad block or who are subscribed on Twitch Prime, we also have the Odyssey race going on. Odyssey 80%. That's also just kicking off. It's still in its early stages, just like the bingo tournament. It'll be really exciting as that progresses and we see who we can crown as the champion for that one. Looks like our runners are getting ready to start. Again, we're running on a little bit of a delay here just to make sure the streams sync up for you, so it could be starting any moment now. But
so what is the prize pool for Odyssey? I believe it was 300 for first place, right?
That's a great question. Well, let's check. View our brackets in the chat here. It is $300.
Okay. Yeah, 300 for first, 150 for second, 50 for
Very
third.
big
So, yeah, these
I've
prize
not
pools
seen
are really
like
nice.
this in any speedrunning tournament that I've ever witnessed. The best I've seen is the occasional task where, you know, there's maybe a $100 prize pool across the top three or something like that. So these are some pretty big tournaments for speedrunning skill, that especially ones like the bingo tournament. It could be anybody's game. So pretty exciting to see this in the speedrunning community. Really excited to see where it goes, future tournaments, things like that. And we're also almost done with, I believe we're starting. Okay. Forget that. Let's look at some bingo. Should be getting the card on stream for you here in just a few seconds.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle.
There it is. Awesome. Okay.
Yours truly,
There's
Princess.
a few interesting lines in this one. Try to take a quick look early on and see which one.
I see a really good one. I see a really good one.
What do you see?
I'm saying, okay, so look at the middle there. Look at the very dead center. That 100 coin star in HMC.
Yeah.
So you could, ideally, you could pair that with. So look at the column and look at the row. So we've got 140 coins in 2 stages. You could probably pair that with Rainbow Ride and HMC, yeah. Or even Womps.
It's actually
Womps and Rainbow Ride.
There's 139 in HMC, yeah. So.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Don't get lost in 140 HMC. You'll have a very bad day. No, yeah, I see that one. Yeah, because you've you've also got some of these other rows. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about row 3. I think I agree with you because you have you have 2 sort of long tasks, and that's All Stars and Rainbow Red. You have to carpet All Stars and Womps. The nice thing about All Stars and Womps is it's a lobby task, so you're barely going out of your way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one seems like a really fast row. Let's see if the players are going for it. Looks like Rigby right from the beginning is going to be going for Bomb King, I'm assuming. Yep, looks like he is. What does that tell me on the board here? Could be the 1 star from each stage. Could be beat the Bomb King. That's a good bet. So might be leaning towards column 1.
Column 3 also looks really nice.
Or column 3, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
This is a really good card for speed, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So in terms of analyzing these cards, my favorite thing to do, and it's nice on Bingo Sync because you can do it if you right click on a task, you can star it. It's just for you. You just notice that that's like your favorite task or whatever. But during the intro, when you don't have a lot of time, I like to go through and I star every task that takes 5, 6, or 7 stars to get or more.
Yeah, something. If you're paying attention, sorry to Rigby's stream, he was messing up Bomb King there. If you move too fast after throwing the Bomb King, he actually locks onto Mario.
Yeah,
and so when you run around him, he turns instantly. So it's basically impossible to grab him.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of a slip up from Rigby though.
Kind of have to stand still and wait for him to start walking towards you a little bit. Good catch for that.
Odme getting the Womp King first. That might tell us something here.
Womp King first is interesting. Unless, I mean, it's pretty rare you want to only get that star in Womps in any bingo. I guess it doesn't really matter because he's playing on VC. Yeah, he's hopping back in there.
True. Okay, yeah.
It's not.
I thought it might have been. There might have been a reason. There might have been.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what, unless you have some just weird board. It's pretty rare that Womp King is the only star you get in Womp's Fortress, but he's also immediately going for Tower. But again, it could just be his favorite order. When you're not dealing with lag,
the wacky stage order.
Yeah, throwing us off, but it really doesn't make a difference for the platform he's playing on. So. Yeah, I feel like already we might be seeing.
The cannon. Yeah, maybe the cannon. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking too much into it. Yeah. Okay, so.
He's gonna talk to the owl here, but no, I think you might be onto something. Yeah, going for the cannon. So there are a few cannon tasks, and if he just wants 3 stars in here, he just wants to get out of here real quick. You do need to collect the fortress star before that bomb spawns.
I'm gonna be honest with you. In my bingo races, I highly doubt I would pick a cannon task because you really don't even know where they are.
Yeah, you got to know where they are, and also even something like 7 cannons, they're just out of the way a lot of times. That's one of the reasons you don't know where a lot of them are is because you never go to those spots in speedruns. So
yeah, Rigby falling down on Alice once, but getting a nice second try.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So he just get those 3 stars, and he's headed into JRB here. That's interesting.
This might be row 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no 3 stars from any number of stages. There's 3 stars from specific stages.
This could be row 1 or it could be row 5. I'm thinking maybe row 5.
I would lean towards row 5. I usually, if I don't need to get every cannon, I avoid the one in JRB because you have to get a star for it to even be available. You have to get this star, which takes a while to get.
Yeah, but especially if you don't do ship.
But again, if you just know where this cannon is, sometimes it's the one you go for. So I've not seen a Womps 100 yet from Rigby, so we don't know if he's going for. Oh, he doesn't need 140, whatever he's doing here. I would be leaning towards column 3 if I were Rigby, and I've already beaten the Bomb King. There's a lot of stars that are out of the way that you need to grab for row 2. So I would expect the 3rd column here. Ground pounding twice, looking for the star there.
Yeah, I guess we won't really know exactly what he's doing until he marks something, but I'm assuming it'll be row 5 for sure. I'm guessing. Oh,
he is going for the cannon here.
No.
But we'll see if he
maybe it.
No, not at all. Okay.
Maybe it is row 1.
Yeah, if he's getting cannons. I could still see row 5. Row 5 is just... I don't think it's a very good row, whether he's getting task for it or not. It's just a lot of slow stars, I think, on that row. All right, opening the cannon and exiting course. So yeah, not getting all stars in JRB. He is just getting cannons. Yeah, I think you're right about row 1 here then. Rigby grabbing his fortress star. Hot take, this card sucks. Well, I don't know yet.
I don't think it's that bad.
I think it's better than some of the other ones we've seen in this tournament for sure.
Looking at it in like a speed sense, I don't think it can. I think there's a big potential in some of these rows.
Me grabbing the penguin star. Okay, looks like he's gonna go open the cannon here. Riding the ski lift. There is actually
I haven't seen that before in a speedrun.
There's actually a gust of wind right next to that, which I learned about today actually, that you can just sort of long jump off the edge like you're gonna die, and it'll blow you right up to the bottom there.
Yeah. Oh, Rigby failing wall kicks will work. Wall kicks definitely not working for him.
Not quite.
That's really sucks. Yeah, there's the breeze.
Yeah, exactly. That one doesn't start that high. It's there the whole way down. Right, second try for wall kicks here. We'll see if he can nail this one. Really setting up his position. All right, looks like he'll be good here. Very good. Awesome. All Alright, Odme going back into CCM. Also going for wall kicks will work.
Gonna be doing the safe strat.
Definitely. Only a few seconds slower. Definitely faster than dying on it the first time.
Yeah. Although wall kicks will work is a very fast death. I'd
Yeah,
prefer
for
to
sure.
die on wall kicks will work than like fail at the end of 100 coin.
Yeah, or at the end of 140.
Yeah, that too.
That's also one you don't want to have happen there. Alright. We have a lot of people talking about, or maybe just one person talking a lot about JRB Aquarium. I don't know that that's one that you really need to be going for. There's no secret star tasks on this board. Might say column 1. Column 1 isn't too bad. CCM's a pretty quick stage. 6 and DDD will generally involve 100 unless you get the Vanish Cap. Can take a little while to get. Both players finishing their respective slides. Ooh, nice little moonwalk from Rigby. Getting quickly to the door. Odme probably just going to be making his way to Dark World right now. We'll see if he can make it without taking a spill. Sometimes it's a little tough.
Yeah, we definitely saw that last race. One thing I noticed last race was I think he just mistimed an A press for a long jump and just ran off, and that's
Chalk
I
that
can
one
definitely
up to you.
yeah. I definitely always blamed emulator for dying.
You gotta
like
press that A button about 2.5 minutes before you're supposed to if you're playing on Wii U to make it actually happen.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how
Really
people
gotta
play
line it
like that.
Yeah, maybe if it's what you're used to, but it is something else. If you have the chance to try it, I recommend it just to see what it's like. It's not even playing the same game. Wow, that was a close long jump, but he's going for it. He doesn't take time to slow down and wait for the cycle. Decent finish here, too. Oh, missing the double jump. That's all right. Doesn't fall all the way down. And Rigby right on his tail in Dark World, but with 2 more stars.
Taking a different route there, a bit safer.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I can't say I disagree with that because
If you're not familiar with Dark World without reds, then...
yeah, especially in races as well, it's very easy to die. I figured that out the hard way.
Yep.
When I ran 1 star for a little bit.
Yep. And even in 1 star, it's at the very beginning of your run. You can afford to go risky for it, but if you're 10 stars in a bingo, you can just take, instead you can take the 1 or 2 second time loss going a little bit different route in Dark World, staying alive. All right, second try, Bowser throw. Threw in a little bit short first time, but it's all right. All right, both players collecting the basement key. Odme heading down to the basement. Rigby does need to make his way to BBH, if I'm not mistaken. Assuming he's going for column 3 here. This will definitely tell us which direction his line is going. Okay, going to the basement. I'm a little intrigued. There's a chance that he's gonna grab the Vanish Cap and go back to BBH.
Yeah, he's going for the Vanish Cap.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't need the star from Vanish Cap, right? I'm not worried about star count, so we'll see if he goes for some faster movement there.
You know what, I'm not gonna lie, like, I wouldn't think about going for Vanish Cap really early if I hadn't ever done Dragon route in 120 star.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like my knowledge of this game is so bad yet. Like, I'm
Yeah,
so good, I guess.
You learn a lot from bingos. There's some things that just never come up.
Yeah, there's so many things that you just don't think about.
And beyond what you're doing inside of a stage, there is things, like you said, like getting Vanish Cap early, or just like some weird stage orders or some weird castle movement that you don't do in any other runs that come up now.
Yeah, that's what's so interesting about bingo to me is
that don't slide too far back there on me.
Yeah, like anyone can win. Whoever has the best knowledge. Oh, he falls.
Yeah. Yikes, that quicksand will get you. Those are some really slippery sand dunes. All right, Rigby. Ooh, this has worked out really well. He was planning that. I think he was, at least. He was so quick to see up there. He knew what he was getting.
That's the how long was it? 1 month of practice coming into play.
Yeah, exactly. I did not expect that. That was actually really sweet. Immediately going into wing cap, clearing out the lag. That was very cool. Yeah, you can definitely tell that Odme might have a little bit better movement throughout this or anything, but Rigby has the game knowledge needed for bingo. There's a lot of just subtle things that I'm catching him doing here that only happen if you've been doing enough bingo or you just know enough about random routes in the game and things.
Yeah, you already know I'm cutting 120 star and winning all the bingo tournaments.
Yeah, exactly.
Get those sick prize pools.
Yeah. I'm really glad that GSA has decided to showcase bingo for one of its tournaments because it's just such a unique race category for Mario that you see so many things that do not come up normally.
Getting bobbed.
Here.
Yeah, the slightly RNG. You can avoid them. Oh no, I hope he doesn't die.
Yeah, okay. You made it. Got to the star on time.
So the rocks can fall either left, right, or center, and generally you want them to fall center or to the right. If they fall to the left, then you have to avoid them really, really fast. Otherwise, you'll get bumped like
You
that.
really gotta see it coming. Yeah.
I've definitely seen people die, including myself, to the rocks.
Yeah. Nice little backflip entering the wing cap stage there. Some fun movement. Flying right next to the red coins. Taking a peek at them, saving them for later. Making sure they're real, but I don't touch them just yet. Not really a reason to be getting the wing cap star, if I'm not mistaken. Assuming he's going for row 1 like we guessed here. But sometimes
he hasn't marked anything on the bingo card.
Yeah, but I mean, there's not. Sometimes you have bingo games where it's 20 minutes in and not a single task has been marked, and then the players still finish in 29 minutes or whatever. There's some interesting boards. Going to BBH here. Okay, I'm actually not sure what Odme is going for at this point. I'm trying to see. There's only the one BBH task that I see on the board. He didn't get every star in CCM.
Yeah. I guess time will tell.
It could be a column 3 and he just, I don't know. He might have decided a little late what he's going for.
Well, he is opening.
Oh, he needs 1 star. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
That's totally my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did decide he was doing row 1, but
yeah. Yeah, I forget that he does need to go to every stage just for a little bit, grabbing the fast star there. Not opening cannon to BBH.
Gone for Mip's clip.
All right, our time traveling bingo board tells us that Odme will be going for reds and SSL here. Rigby gonna be closing out Fire Sea, making his way upstairs. Yeah, so this is interesting. So Rigby's going to be exiting course after Fire Sea, and I assume that's the time he's going to choose to go to BBH.
Oh, we're going to be seeing the one of the oldest red coin rounds.
Oh,
this is a throwback, a blast from the past.
This definitely is. I think
we've upgraded this route so many times since doing this route.
This star has changed almost more times than some of the others, for sure.
Yeah, this is one of the most evolved stars.
Klepto helped bop him out of the water there. That was actually really sweet. Getting the cannon on his way. Good time to grab it. I have not been keeping track of the cannon count for Odme, but hopefully he is for himself. Milo got a 44 on the star with save states last night. Just flexing in our commentator chat here. Thought I should give him a shout out.
A 44. What route was that with? What? That's 44. Crazy.
Almost as fast as Odme's doing here. The lag saves a lot of times. That was private.
I almost thought he was gonna fly for that, and I was scared.
Oh, the one he ground hunted into?
Yeah.
Just a super deep dive, and
that would probably not have worked, and he probably would have died if he went for that flying.
It would have been.
Rigby getting bullied. No. Oh, he kind of gets lucky there because of the hole.
That worked out really well.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a well-timed triple jump. Not the early cycle, but getting up there pretty quick.
Yeah. Currently we do actually. There is like a name for the new red coin route. It's basically called the Kira cycle. What we do now. But
And the cycle for this star is the rolling, I don't even know what to call it, the big metal boxes at the end, right?
Yeah, yeah. At the end, there's actually 2 cycles depending on which route you do.
Okay.
So at the end of the new route we do, the box that you pass, there's actually, you can go there later and get a cycle that I guess we call Gold Rush cycle.
Gold Rush. All right,
Yeah,
Odme, going for a run in the basement with Mips here. But
sort of like a
collected
backup
on
movement.
HMC. Right on.
If you're slow, you can get Gold Rush cycle and still get like the earliest box cycle. So it's really nice.
Cool. All right, we'll see how
Like I
Odme's
said,
does here.
it's a very evolved star.
Yeah, I see a lot of people doing a lot of work on that star all the time. All right, Odme kicking around the door, gonna give it another shot. Sometimes you place the Mips and you can't grab them, but a few jumps get you there. This time that was not the case.
Odme not letting his camera change. Finally getting it.
Oh, he's doing the place as well. It was Rigby who did
Yeah.
it last time, right? It wasn't him, right?
I can't actually remember.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if both players. It's pretty easy to hop out of the door if you know to hold down. Okay, did not lose the bunny. Heading into
Yeah,
that
it's sort of counterintuitive. Like you don't think to hold it down. Most people try to hold up.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just the first time you try to hold up, you pop out the wrong side, so then you wonder, well, what if I hold the wrong direction? You'll still pop out the wrong side, which is the right side that way. All right, just gonna do a quick grab of the sub star here. Nothing else to do in DDD. You want to get out of it as quickly as possible. Nothing good ever happens in DDD. Meanwhile, Rigby collecting some stars in Wet Dry World. I'm interested in what this. So this points me towards Rigby going for row 2, like we originally were wondering. If he's getting 100 coin here, it's definitely not getting 1 star. So I would imagine 6, and I think that makes sense with the Vanish Cap. That's why he grabbed it. He's going to be getting all stars and snowmans.
Yeah.
So I think we were just wrong on our estimate there. I guess it should have been a sure sign when he hasn't been collecting cannons this whole time, but I wasn't really paying attention to that, so. Odme making his way through Fire Sea here. We'll see how the elevators treat him. Not going to be making a cycle here, unless he does some sky-high triple jump. No. Oh, interesting jumps there. Okay, yeah, just get away from the edge. That was, you don't want to be doing single jumps on the edge of that part in Fire Sea. You cannot ledge grab and survive there. Grab the coin for a little bit of health. Pop in, get ready to kill Bowser. Hopefully he doesn't have some close calls with Bowser like last time. I don't want to see him run into the edge there again. That kind of gave me anxiety just watching it last time. And Rigby will be heading up the elevator. Looks like he's just gonna take it for a ride. Nope. Okay, going for wall kicks. That's good. Perfect. I had a unique interaction with that elevator in the relay yesterday. I had a bad angle. I was just doing wall kicks till the elevator got up there. just trying to get into the star. All right. Should be going for top of the town this time. So he opted to get the Vanish Cap, so I'm assuming the star he'll be skipping is going to be the red coins downtown. Which is pretty smart if you need Vanish Cap anyway for Snowman's Land. You can get the quick race through downtown, I believe it's called.
It's definitely fast to avoid red coins if you can, because that's what it's
taking a spill. Yikes. Just a bad.
It really sucks to see.
Yeah, that spin platform just throws you around sometimes if you're too slow to roll out. Chat, little concerned about top floor cloud stage star. It can be sketchy, especially we know that Rigby does not have the 120 experience. If you're not familiar with that star, some bad things can happen, but you just take it slow, make sure you're doing what you should. Sometimes it's worth just playing a little safe and not falling all the way down.
I think if he stays confident, he should be fine. I think confidence is a big thing in any sort of race.
Definitely.
You don't want to get in your own head. Yeah, you don't want to be like, oh, I have to do cloud stage now. I hope I don't fall. Like that's the last thing you want to think.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take into account what you're good at, and sometimes you just got to go for what you know is fastest, and you just got to say, I can do this. Okay. Oh, he's opening the cannon, right. So he did not grab the secret there. Odme didn't. Does need 1 star here, so pretty smart going for secrets since you got to pass by the cannon anyway.
Yeah, Odme took a bit of an old route there, getting one of the secrets early.
Not even that. Well, I'm sure it's old, but the other route is sometimes a little bit too advanced for players, so it's only a few seconds difference, 4 or 5, if you play both optimally.
Yeah, just got to do what you're comfortable with.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, Rigby is grabbing the downtown. Okay. Sliding off the castle there. Did some side flips to get up. Odme killing flowers. Not a fan of nature. I think somebody made that joke earlier today, actually. In this
Rigby, that wall is really hard to wall kick off of.
It really is.
There's like a big glitchy thing there where you just can't wall kick. So.
Interesting. And you're so close to it, and the camera's all funny and
yeah.
Area you want to be stuck in. Making his way into SL. Going to be getting every star here in whichever order he chooses. Kind of close to closing it out, really. He's got this stage, TTC 100, cloud stage. Wow, interesting RNG there. Coins going everywhere. Meanwhile, Odme still has a few tasks to check off. Needs 3 stars from THI and TTM. He's almost done with THI here.
Once you think about it, I think Odme may still be fairly close. Rigby definitely does not want to make any big mistakes here.
Yeah, for sure. I guess in terms of star count, both players are pretty close here.
I think even in terms of time,
yeah.
Once you think about it, THI and TTM, they're pretty quick, like for 3 stars. Odme's already heading over to TTM. Oh, it looks like he's already marked the bingo card, so...
Yeah, so we know in the future that he does accomplish this. Ooh, taking a spill. Okay, just wants to talk to that Bob-omb. Okay, he made it up there.
Yeah, he's got Cruiser, and he can open the last cannon in Rainbow Ride, you know, while doing Cruiser, so it sort of works out. I think he hasn't got a lot to go either. That's
definitely some synergy that I don't know if you foresaw or not, but the 7 cannons might seem like out of the way, but he hasn't gone very far out of his way for any cannon like this whole run. In Womps, he did on his way to Wild Blue. Cruiser, it'll be on the way. TTM is right there. THI, it's on the way during Secrets.
Yeah, also, he has to enter every stage anyway, so it's not like he's going out of his way to open these cannons.
Yeah.
In terms of routing.
Definitely. Pretty smart. Good observation if that's what he made.
Trying to...
Oh, no. Yep.
Yeah, that's always the worst. Like, failing to get onto the spin drift and then just, like, killing the spin drift.
I think we just found recently that bonking the spin drift like that isn't random. It's actually just... The closer it is to the wall, the more you are... Or not the more likely, but if you get too close to the wall, you're just always going to kill the spin drift without bouncing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I never really did the strat where you dive into the first spin drift, because you're always further ahead than if you just ground pound it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's something to really think about, because killing the spin drift, it's a very big time loss.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying he was expecting to bounce off that. He needs those coins anyway. He's got to get up there. Might as well kill that spin drift, so... Oh, getting bonked by that one. That was just unlucky. Spin drift was ready to hit him as soon as he got there. Trying to get up right here. That's a slippery slope. You're in a cold stage. It's just ice there. Opting to kill the snowman instead. That's pretty good. Have some trouble with the wind around there. I like that. Odme grabbing his 1 star from SL. Doesn't have a lot left to do. He's already marked Cruiser as done. Unless I'm mistaken. I don't remember seeing him do that, but might be marking it early. I don't think we've already seen BLJs.
Well, I think he must have just gotten a really good BLJ.
Oh no, I'm just
there is a delay.
We're just ahead in time here. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking we'd see the 1 star from each stage first, but that doesn't make sense.
There we go. That was good. Second try.
very good.
And he gets the little follow-up there.
The follow-up's actually really awesome in bingo if you're going to one of the stages up here, because you're just already there.
Yeah, that's something we've been doing in 120 recently.
Yeah.
The Wilco clip, as we meme about it.
Not necessarily invented, but popularized, so it's still attributed. Opening the cannon, just like we predicted. Yeah, Odme really wrapping it up. Rigby not far behind, though. He still has 3 tasks to go, but he's closing out Snowman's Land. He's got 2 stars to get after that. But yeah, Odme is just ready to finish. And he's going to be on this, though. Oh, taking a bomb. Okay.
It fell on the carpet. That's actually really good. That's
very lucky, yeah.
Wondering what his plan is here. I'm
Well,
not
you
sure.
just set up this ledge grab again. Yep, go for the long jump. This is another
I'm
star
surprised he
that
didn't go for the pole.
Yeah, that's usually a good one to go for, but if you're not familiar with that area. I imagine that star can give you some issues on Wii U if you're using the Pro Controller, because you need to hold like perfectly right for that setup to kind of work, and
Yeah.
you don't have notches on your controller, sometimes that'll get you. Alright, making his way into TTC. Time stopped, so perhaps going for reds here or roll into the cage.
I think Odme may have this, unless, you know, he makes a huge mistake.
That's what it looks like. He played really cleanly, both bingos, only a few mistakes the whole way. Picked decent rows and just stuck with what he knew. I think Rigby's
Really
shown a lot of
unfortunate, because
Rigby,
yeah, he had he's got the knowledge definitely. It just sucks that he couldn't follow it through. I guess Odme is also pretty good at bingo as well.
Definitely. I mean, Odme is, I don't want to say doesn't know what he's doing, but he's not busting out any like skip coins on DDD 100 to skip reds or anything like that. But
Yeah.
you know, and it could just be a nerves factor as well. Like Rigby said, going into this race, he was nervous. Sometimes you can play really well, but when you're in a big race like this, there's a bunch of people watching you, people talking about how you're playing. It can get to you. Odme going for his BLJs here. Might be here a while.
That last BLJ, I've been having trouble with this recently as well. I like how, for some reason, once you finally get the 50-star door BLJ down, you can't do the other one.
Yeah, I don't know. You just gotta keep hoping that the next time Mario lands, he's gonna be flying on that ledge. Man, he's really taking his time with this one. Not certain Rigby will have time to catch up, but we can root for him. Odme's hand's probably getting tired at this point too. Why does simply look weird? Alright, take offense to that. Okay, this has gotta be it. Okay,
there we go,
just
so-
barely. Slow down to the top there.
One thing to know about that BLJ is once you gain a bunch of speed, you sort of... Oh, Rigby getting a nice BLJ as well. Once you get a lot of speed, you can actually hold the ESS down and make it all the way
slide
to...
up, yeah.
Yeah, because I see a lot of runners, they just keep mashing, and if you do that, you can actually like stop on the stairs and not even make it up, even with like a lot of speed.
Definitely. One thing I see some players do sometimes too is they get up and they want to keep going, so they hold up, and then Mario faces the wrong direction, and you just fly back down the staircase even after getting.
Yeah, I've seen that before as well.
All right, Odme closing out bits here.
Rigby playing it safe here.
Yeah. Our time traveling bingo board tells us that he does get the star soon, so I'm assuming he's not going to fall down, but still has TTC 100 to go, and Odme's on his last leg here. I mean, I was really expecting 3 games, but sometimes you just close it out and have a good bingo.
Yeah, Odme with a very, very convincing 2-0, definitely.
For sure, yeah. And I don't think either player chose wrong lines during any of this. I think it came down to gameplay, movement, and mistakes adding up sometimes. But I think both players displayed bingo knowledge, displayed the ability to pick good rows and pick good routes. It wasn't more than a small handful of times that I saw them get stars they didn't need or anything like that. So. Let's see if Odme can close out these throws.
Odme, did he even miss any throws this entire
I'm not sure he
Best
did.
of 3. What a legend.
I'm not sure what time
Congratulations, though, to
game,
Odme.
Yeah. Solid finish.
Moving on to
Good
round
bingos.
2.
Very good. Round 2, where I believe he's playing somebody with a bye, so I think we already know. Yeah, he'll be racing against Zarflon in round 2.
Hello.
How's it going, Odme?
I'm shaking.
You're shaking.
Congratulations on the win, man.
I was so nervous during the throws because that endless stare BLJ took me like 3 years, both games.
Yeah, it definitely can be tricky.
Congrats
I
on
didn't
beating him
expect
for the
to
second
2-0
one.
that. Like, I was happy I won the first game, and I didn't expect to win the second because I guess I'll go ahead and explain that death in SSL. I went for red coins, but I realized I didn't have the wing cap, so I had to die on purpose because if it's possible to do without the wing cap, I don't know how. So I had to die and then get stars to spawn the wing cap and then get that and do the whole thing again.
Yeah.
Well, definitely a good display of movement and row picking here. Did you have any like nervous thoughts at the beginning of either race where you didn't know where you're picking, or was it pretty easy to choose what to go for early on in both of them?
The first race, I had to take until like after bomb clip to pick, but the second race, I picked it pretty quick.
Right on. You just read row one right across the top, and that was the one. Didn't even look at the others.
Love at first sight.
Oh, careful there, Rigby. All right.
Yeah, I was really expecting Rigby to like kill me in this race because he is much better at bingo than me. I can definitely say that, but I guess he just had more slip-ups than me.
Definitely, yeah. We were actually just talking about that. Rigby did display some things about bingo knowledge that we might not have seen from you, but sometimes you can let your movement carry you and just stick to what you know. And oh no, okay, not a death there. All right. Still watching this Rigby gameplay.
Yeah, everyone says that like just because you're a great player doesn't mean you can win every bingo, but like just knowledge isn't everything. You have to have skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think me and Rigby are pretty equal. Like my mistakes obviously weren't as big as his, but I think we made the same amount.
Yeah, I think that's definitely fair.
Like with
So
me on
you're just saying you smoked him.
Yeah, I definitely did not smoke him. Both races I was pretty nervous by the end, and especially during endless stairs.
Yeah, I was imagining your hand getting tired near the end there and just like filled with thoughts of where Rigby might be in his run.
So on Wii U, you can only play with the giant size gamepad with the tiny A button. I was pressing as hard as I could to get that BLJ, and I just couldn't get it.
Yeah. All right, Rigby closing out his TTC 100. I'm assuming he's just gonna die here to get out of the stage as quickly as possible. Actually,
I'd say you're probably gonna be faster to get the star.
I think TTC might be one of the stages where it is faster to get the start because it takes so long to fall down. But
yeah,
it doesn't matter. Made it out of there nonetheless.
Very vertical stage.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I think this is also the first card I did where 1 star from each stage actually paid off.
Yeah, it can be a menacing goal. Gotta go out of your way sometimes, but.
Wow, look at that BLJ.
I realized
it's very good.
I realized that was actually a good row because you have to open 7 cannons, and like you're basically not going out of your way for those cannons either. Yeah. And you're going into every single stage, and then you have like the rainbow ride as well. Like I guess it all just like came together nicely. I think it was a very nice row.
I'm curious about your thought process for the cannons there. Like, when did you decide which ones you were going for? Did you just kind of hope it would work out, or?
Well, I definitely didn't want to do BOB because you have to beat the king, and I just went muscle memory straight for Womps and did those 2 stars, and then JRB, I was doing 1 star from each stage anyway, so I might as well just pick ship as my 1 star.
Definitely.
And then CCM is pretty quick, and then SSL I got during reds. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then after that, I had no more cannons until upstairs, so I just paired THI and TTM with 3 stars, and then I realized Rainbow Ride is on the way to Cruiser, and I don't do last 2 bounce, so.
Yeah, we were thinking just like, there was not a single cannon you got that was like out of the way. They were all just like bob-ombs that you passed by doing other stars. It worked out super well. It's probably one of the better executions of a cannon task I've seen in bingo. Sometimes those can be a little tricky. Rigby going for his throws here. Nails the last one. Oh, wow, that was weird. The explosion seemed really low. What do you got there? Looks like he'll be finishing with a 37 in this bingo. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Probably be popping in here soon if he chooses. Well, quite the race from both players. I was excited to watch. It was fun to cast. Some GGs in the chat.
GG, boys.
I still need to sub.
Yeah, you owe it now. We just advanced you to round 2, so.
Can't wait to play against Zorro.
Can we get a gifted sub for Odme right now, please?
For our winner.
I'd be down.
Yep.
I gotta join the clock club.
The clock club. The robotic clock club. Yeah, up against Zarflon round 2. You have thoughts about that?
I think, like, I don't know how much bingo he's done, but I know he's like a million times better at the game than me. So
yeah,
might be a bit one-sided, unlike this race where
sure.
I had like a small bit of hope that I would have maybe like won this, but most of the time I was thinking it was either going to be 3 games and I would lose, or I would just get 2-0'd.
Wow, yeah. Rigby, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. Didn't exactly pick the best rows, honestly.
You know, I don't want to say they were bad at all. We were talking about that quite a bit. You both chose different rows in both races, but I don't think there was bad decisions there.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but like I could have picked better. Like honestly, I think my strength is like opening cannons. I'm really good at routing cannons in, and I've not picked it any cannon rows.
That's
which I should
fair.
have.
We're done. But we were pretty impressed.
Yeah, definitely. I was just saying stuff like the DDD 100 route, for example. I wouldn't have thought about getting those 5 coins and then just like skipping a red or whatever. Like that.
Oh yeah, go on.
Yeah, I was about to say that just seems so obvious, but for someone like me that doesn't do a lot of bingos, it's
we were concerned.
Like,
we were concerned you were missing
question.
coins or something, and then you ended up doing this like awesome route for that neither of us expected. So that was really sweet. And then also in the second race, there was a point where you got Vanish Cap followed by Wing Cap, and like it just worked out perfectly. Where you grabbed the Vanish Cap exit course, and then you just like C-upped immediately and went into Wing Cap. That was really sweet.
Yeah, I like the way how I routed things, but like I could have picked a better route. But I'm still happy with the way I did things overall.
Awesome. That's good to hear. All right. Well, I think that closes it out for our Thursday night bingo here. Para, thanks for commentating. Reminder to everybody watching.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We'll be back on commentary, I believe, Saturday, 7 p.m.
Tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we have 3 events. We have a bingo at 3 p.m. Eastern. We have the 120 relay semifinals between Team D and Team Ouija, which I believe you're in, Para. Am I wrong there?
No.
You're on
no,
team,
my
right?
team was knocked out.
Sorry. My bad.
I was the captain.
Para's gonna commentate his own race, guys.
You were the one that didn't pick me. That's right. Now I remember.
Oh.
No, I'm just playing. Sorry. Between Team D and Team Ouija tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. The winner of that will play Team Fantax on Saturday, and then at 7 p.m. tomorrow there's another bingo race. So 3 more Mario events for you guys tomorrow, just like today. So keep watching.
Yeah, we're gonna host and raid TNT. So
awesome.
Hopefully you guys stick around, raid with us. That would be nice.
For sure.
Thanks for watching the race, peoples. GG again to Rigby.
Thanks for you guys for racing.
Tell them to show clocks. Yeah, show your clocks.
We're being instructed that you need to show clocks in the chat.
Thanks for giving me a sub pack. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah. We need some clocks in the raid when we go to TNT. We gotta show them who we're coming from, who we're supporting. But yeah, that's it for our bingo. Para, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. All right. We'll catch you guys later.
All right, see you.